Welcome back to Let's Play Wolfenstein. This is your evil twin, and I'm on fire. And so is he. Just a typical day for BJ Blazkowicz. In the last episode, we killed General Zeta. Turned out that he was some sort of horrible eldritch abomination from the Black Sun dimension. And in the process, we destroyed the cannery. There we go. Killing Zeta and destroying the cannery marks a big turning point in the game. The regular troops now get mostly replaced by these tougher SS Nazis. We've actually now completed all of the missions for this part of Eisenstadt. So far, the way that the game has given us new locations and new missions is by expanding the hub area, opening up new areas by unlocking some doors, having some burning tanks be extinguished, that sort of thing. But we'll now be actually heading to a completely new hub area, a new sort of open world place to explore, with new safe houses, new, Kreisau Circle safe houses. Same for the, the Golden Dawn and the Black Market. So, first let's hear what the Golden Dawn have got to say.
Welcome, Agent Blazkowicz. Get everything packed up. The Nazis could be here any minute.
Slow down. They aren't knocking on the door just yet.
But you heard what Dr. Alexandrov said. General Zeta is dead, and the Nazis are searching for his killer. It's only a matter of time before they get here.
Agent Blazkowicz, why did you have to kill General Zeta? Now you've stirred up the Nazis, and they're turning this entire section of the city upside down looking for you. Forcing us to move downtown.
Oh,
Did
boo-hoo.
it ever occur to you that you'd be putting others in danger with your actions? No, of course not. All you ever do is run in with guns blazing without a second thought. Mark my words, Agent Blazkowicz. There will be consequences for what you have done.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be consequences for seriously disrupting the enemy's plans and, eliminating one of their leaders and destroying a factory there where they were constructing tanks and jetpacks and energy weapons and all sorts of things. Yeah, I'm sure they won't be pleased about that. I'm sure there'll be consequences for that. That's what happens in a war.
Because of your actions, we have to move to a new location downtown. Your map shows where it is. Have you spoken to Pavel? He has a very interesting theory on what the Nazis are doing with the portal. I can only hope he's wrong, although he rarely is. It's men like you who are going to get us all killed, Agent Blazkowicz.
Have you spoken to Pavel yet? He believes the Nazis are trying to use the portal to get energy from the Black Sun. If that's true, it would explain why more and more creatures are showing up in the Veil. Their continued experiments must be opening a wider and wider gap between the Veil and the Black Sun dimension. This is allowing larger creatures to pass into the Veil. I apologize for Dr. Alexandrov's outburst. He had no reason to speak to you like that. We all know you are doing your best to stop the Nazis from using the Veil and the Black Sun. I'm sure everyone in Eisenstadt is grateful that you killed General Zeta.
Thanks. Guess it's just your leader that's a jerk.
Why don't we talk later, BJ?
But yeah, I mean, I thought the Golden Dawn were here to stop all of this Black Sun Veil stuff from being misused by the Nazis, so...
BJ, I've had a rather disturbing realization. If the Nazis are advanced enough to build the Veil-powered weapons you saw at the cannery, then they must be attempting to use the portal to draw power directly from the Black Sun dimension. My god. How could they possibly hope to control that much raw power? All the texts Dr. Alexandrov has made me translate tell that the Thule civilization was destroyed in their attempt to control the Black Sun.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up with a real Goes of the Gazarian situation with these Nazis opening portals to other dimensions.
The best of luck on your mission.
Expect the final boss fight to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Okay, so that's the Golden Dawn. Let's head over to the Black Market.
You did this, Blazkowicz. With General Zeta dead, the townspeople have revolted. It's bringing the Nazi hammer down on all of us. These are insane times. The people of Eisenstadt were like sheep. Now they're acting like lions. But I'm sure the brothers are pleased. Mayhem is good for business. Blazkowicz, what were you thinking going after Zeta? Now the Nazis are out to kill us all.
So many people appreciative of the hard work that I've been doing.
What do you mean, second thoughts?
Perhaps we need to think about the larger picture. About the future of Eisenstadt.
Eisenstadt has no future, Stefan. The Nazis will use it up and throw it away. But we can survive. We chose our path. Any other will get us both killed.
Agent Blazkowicz, I can't believe you were able to kill General Zeta.
Yeah, and now we have to pack up and move downtown. If you weren't such a good customer, I'd be very tempted to turn you in for the reward money.
But we have agreed not to. Correct, Anton?
So we did. BJ, we've marked your map with our new downtown location. Try not to bring the Nazis.
So, Zeta was not entirely human, eh? I wonder if he was a human who became a creature of the Black Sun, or vice versa.
I was wondering the same thing.
Do you think a man can change? Could I move from monster to human? Anton doesn't think so, but I wonder.
So the Nazis have learned to manufacture weapons powered by crystals. I'll have to acquire a few of those. If they aren't careful, they're going to destroy the whole town. Not that I care, but Stefan seems to. Blazkowicz, you're becoming an unsettling factor. My brother is showing signs of a conscience. He thinks we should stop dealing with the Nazis. Please stop talking to him. You're setting a good example, and that's going to get us all killed.
I like that, being told off for setting a good example.
Don't forget, we are moving downtown. You'll be able to find us on your map.
Would you like to make a purchase?
So, completing the cannery mission means we now have another Veil ability unlocked. The Penetrating Crystal for Empower allows you to shoot bullets through pretty much anything. I won't be getting that quite yet. It's $2,000, and you've already seen me shooting through walls. I just mean, this power just lets you shoot through a wider variety of walls. Nothing special to look at. It's, can be useful sometimes. Let's see. Now, we can finally get some upgrades for the Flammenwerfer. There's the improved fuel pump and the expanded tank. Ordinarily, the improved fuel pump would cost $1,000, just like the expanded tank, but when modifying the game to increase the enemy difficulty. I also lowered the price of the fuel pump to $750 because it's not a very useful upgrade compared to everything else. It just lets you fire flames continuously. Normally you have you can fire for 5 seconds and then you run out of pressure and you have to wait a second or two. This increases the time you can fire to 8 seconds or 10 seconds. But it's really rare that you actually want to fire that often. So $1,000 was really a bit much to ask for that. Expanded tank, on the other hand, quite useful. And of course, if you're going to fire long 10-second blasts of flames, then you'll need a big ammo tank as well. So let's get those 2 upgrades. Now, that leaves me with $2,600. For the MP43, there's now the tactical scope available, rather pricey at $3,000. Basically turns it into a fully automatic sniper weapon. I'll certainly be getting that later, but I don't have quite enough money for that now. Other upgrades you can get now are the flux arc for the particle cannon. It makes your beam actually bend towards enemies. It already does that very slightly. It jumps from enemy to enemy if it's almost hitting them, but this makes the bending much more obvious. No aiming required really. So yeah, that's I could actually get that, couldn't I? I'll wait for the moment. I'm going to save my money, and I'd rather get the tactical scope. Hopefully I'll have enough money later to get the flux arc as well. There we are. Yes, I now have an extra gauge on my Flammenwerfer due to the improved fuel pump. The expanded tank doesn't cause any visible change, I don't think. So yes, using the Flammenwerfer like that, firing continuously, is quite fun. It also wastes your ammo. So, with any luck, I'll be able to pick some up in the near future.
Let's go, Agent.
As you can see, it's all-out war now in this part of Eisenstadt.
Everyone move!
Why must we move to a new safe house?
The Nazis are searching this area. It's just a matter of time. You know how tenacious they are.
Yes. We'd best get moving.
BJ, listen. You're doing well. Far better than I expected. So, maybe the impossible can happen. Maybe we can kick the Nazis out of Eisenstadt. Live free again. But only if we keep it up. The Nazis are retaliating for the death of General Zeta by attacking this section of Eisenstadt. We must move downtown. Take the sewers northwest. Then once you're downtown, travel along the waterways. The Nazis shouldn't see you there. BJ, I need to rendezvous with an informant about the Nazi commander who's coming to replace Zeta. I don't see how this new Nazi could be any worse than Zeta, but you never know. I want to find out everything about him I can. See you at the new safe house downtown.
General Zeta's body is barely cold, and already he's got a replacement coming. Berlin was losing patience anyway.
Was Zeta in trouble?
Secretive. After they unearthed crystals, Zeta had very little contact with his superiors.
We'll never get to find out what Zeta was really up to, whether he had some sort of secret agenda, whether he was serving elder gods from the Black Sun dimension or something. We've killed him. That's the end of that.
Alright, let's go!
Watch them! I'm pinned down! Good luck, Blazkowicz!
This house is clean. Now, the entrance to the sewer that leads to downtown is here. This door is locked until this part of the game. And irritatingly, the last piece of gold for this part of Eisenstadt is located here. You can't actually get it until you're leaving this part of town. It's a black market guy in case you need to buy any more upgrades. And here we are.
DJ, glad you made it to downtown Eisenstadt. Caroline and Eric are expecting you at the safe house. Since the Nazis don't know you're here yet, you should stick to the canals and move in the shadows. You might also want to buy a silenced weapon at the black market hideout just down the road. Good luck, mein Freund.
Join me in the next episode of Let's Play Wolfenstein, where we shall be exploring this completely new and vast part of the city.